Well, hello and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davine. I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Monday, the 5th of September 2022. And anywhere you can find me is down in the description box, and anything that I mentioned today will also be down in the description box. Right, I think, oh, and a big welcome to everybody. Right, okay, where do I start? It has been such a busy week, but this week, I know I normally have a busy week, but this week's even been more busy. We, what do you think to do? Glenn was late, so I was pottering around up here, and I did some bits and bobs, some new yarn cozies and stuff like that, and I was busy downstairs with the crafting, definitely busy downstairs with the crafting. And then on, because Glenn has had some time off, it's been lovely. So on Friday, we went out and did a bit of shopping and some other bits. And then Saturday, I went up to where Rebecca works and see her actually at work, which was lovely, and picked her up and brought her home. And she stayed here Saturday night, and I took her back yesterday evening because she's got work again this morning. And oh, it was so nice. It was so nice because now we've got her like an airbed, because obviously this originally was her room years ago, that is. So what we've done is we've gone and got a single airbed and that, and Glenn's mum brought the foot pump and that, so we had her here, and oh, she loved it. So yeah, that was really lovely, and we sat and watched a couple of films and had a lovely roast dinner that Glenn cooked, and oh, it was just so nice, just chilling. And as I say, so it was a lot of driving involved, but oh, it was just so nice. It really was lovely seeing her, it really was. And oh, I showed her my I showed her my catwalk. I'd like to say thank you so much for all the comments. You guys had me in stitches. You really did with some of those comments. And I said to Rebecca, because I can't watch myself on the telly, and I said, look, I said, just watch this little bit at the end. And she sat there and watched it, and she looked over at me and she went, Mum, I love you. I went, oh, I don't know if that was out of pity or what. She did, she found it quite funny. Oh dear me. Anyway, she so yeah, so she's gone back, and what, oh, the clock's there. Yeah, so she's already at work this morning, and so yeah, and then we'll arrange for another time for her to come down. Okay, so, and that's about it really. This way, still hot, but not as hot as it was, I will say. But as you know, I'm in autumn mode anyway. I'm doing everything pumpkin because I don't care anymore. I am not waiting any longer. And yeah, so I am happy teddy bear that I can also and officially say now we're in autumn, even though it feels like it's summer outside. But there you go. Right then, okay, so we do actually have a lot of crafting to talk about today. I have a fully finished project off the hook. I am so chuffed, but no, you're not going to get a what's the name today, because there's only one item and it's just too hot at the moment. So when it's cooler, I'll do like I did before. I will you know, wait and put it on and perhaps do something later on. So I have a fully finished in crochet. I have a cast on in crochet. I have some progress on my cross stitch, my Christmas cross stitch, and on my knitted socks. My sock mojo has come back, and now I'm a flying away on them, which is absolutely brilliant. We have got 2 naughties, 3 naughties. One of them ain't craft, but it's still a naughty. Right then, okay, so let's hop right in then, shall we? As you all know, I have been doing my scrappy version of the Good Vintage Crochet Cardigan by Fran Morgan. And I did one, because it's a 4-ply one, I did one in in this, actually in the summer, didn't I? And I did it to the pattern, where this one I have done all in scrap yarns. So it's rainbow multicolored, and it's right, I made it a lot longer. It's right over my bottom, and it's going to be so nice and warm, I tell you. It is. Every piece of it is actually in indie dyed yarn bits that's been left over from socks and shawls and stuff, all except for one yarn. And that one yarn was that Knit Picks Felicia, because you all know how excited I was when I got that gifted to me by the lovely Kelly. Hi Kelly, from Lay Family Yarns. And I thought, well, you know, I have just got to put it in this cardigan. So that's the only one. Everything else is, you know, indie dyed yarn. So, oh, I absolutely love this cardigan. It is a really long look. That's the fronts and the sleeves, and I could just see through the grannies. And that's the back. Oh, I just can't wait to wear this. What I did in the end, Glenn came up with the idea actually, because I had a little bit of my yarn scrap ball left, and he said, well, why don't you use that for the band? And I, what a great idea. So what I did is I think I did 4, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 in the rainbow, and then I crab stitched in the dark green all the way round to give it a nice edge. I ain't put a button or anything on it because, as I say, it's more like a jacket really, because of the length and the height, the weight of it. It's really weird, isn't it? Because I did my other one in an you know, in an acrylic yarn, and I understand obviously it's got to be, it's more lightweight, because this is obviously, most of this is 75/25 or 85/15s, and it's so much heavier. It really is so much heavier, but I just love it. Look at that sleeve. I even popped in the Kate Salene skeins that my lovely friend Teresa, hope you're having fun, because I know where you are, gave us for in my advent last year, because I thought, you know, they're special yarns. This is a special, there's another one, special yarns, and it's a special garment. Now there should be, there's the other one. So they're all gone in, but oh, I just love this cardigan. I really do. It's just, oh, I say I can't wait to wear it. I really can't. It's going to be so nice when I've got to pop out when it's cool out and just pop it on and go outside, and I ain't got to worry about a coat or nothing like that. So yeah, so it is, as I said, the Good Vintage Crochet cardigan by Fran Morgan. It is done in 4-ply. It is done in one piece from the bottom up, and then you just split for the 3 parts. The sleeves are done in one piece, and then you join them on. I did crochet all mine with single crochets all in together. So that was the shoulder seams and also the sleeves. I did use the recommended hook. I used the 3.5mm. Excuse me, I'm just hot. 3.5mm hook. And wow, it is such a good pattern. It is so much fun, and as you can see, you can do a lot with them. You really can. So I have now this little bit. It's all I have left in my bits. Literally, it's all I have. So, which is not a lot at all, considering this was way overflowing. So rather than them all sitting there in that box and looking pretty, now they're in a garment. And as I've always said, you know, that feels like it's a free garment, because all the yarn has been used for what I brought, you know, when I brought it originally, I've done. So this is just my leftovers. Perfect way of using them. Perfect way. Right then, so let's go on to the cast on. Now, I haven't done a lot of this. I only did cast on this yesterday afternoon for a little bit before we were having dinner. So, as you know, I found a free pattern on Ravelry, which is starting with Granny Shawl. There we go, by Pat Foster. There we go. So you've got you start off with the granny, then you do the virus, granny, virus, granny, virus. If you see on this one, I know my printer needs more ink at the moment. It's done in a variegated yarn, you know. So, but I'm doing mine in. Oh, let's get these two. There we go. In this one, which was yet again gifted to me, and this one was also gifted to me. Lovely, lovely, like a denim blue, and yeah, that's it. And that is all I've done so far. So I'm doing the granny in the rainbow, and then the virus part in the denim blue. It looks like it's a big shawl. It is also done in the 4-ply, and it's done on a 3.5 hook. But she does actually say in here, I think I read this bit last week, I can't remember. I made these shawls in a variety of 4-ply yarns and a 3.5 hook. Any yarn can be used with an appropriate size hook, but the pattern is written for 4-ply. So it can be done with, you know, the shawl's pretty good, easy, isn't it, really? You know, you just make it smaller or whatever you want to do. But yeah, as I say, it's a free pattern. And actually, as far as I've got, I know I've only got this little bit here, it is very well written. There is, obviously, I'm not going to show you, even though it is free. But I'll just quickly, there you go, look, you get all pictures as well as the written. So do you know what I mean? There's a lot of work gone into this pattern. There really has, for it to be a free one. So yeah, I am actually really pleased. So I've got to do another couple of the virus, and then I'll go back to the granny in the rainbow and so on, and let it grow and until my these ones are done. So yeah, I am really, really enjoying it so far. So, oh, let's get all that in there and packed away. So that actually is the crochet. So one off the hook, one on the hook. Okay, so next we have my cross stitch. Now, as you all know, I am doing the, here it is, my lovely, I love Kathy's work, hands-on designs, I hear the bells, and I am doing this one, which is basically this down here. Now, as you see, I've actually done quite a bit now. I've had to move the hoop. So I've got this part, obviously the other half of that will be at the other end. So I've done this, I've finished the bells. I've got to go along here with the greenery and along here, and then do the pieces, these bits here, and then it's finished basically. So yeah, I am really enjoying it. So, and this, I don't know if you can see it, this Ada has got a gold thread in it, so it's really, really looking nice. I really am enjoying it. So, but now, oh no, I'll do it all together, because with this is one of my naughties, but I'll leave it all out and I'll do it all together, so I don't confuse myself, let alone anybody else. Right then, okay, so that'll be back in a moment. Right then, now on to the knitting socks. Oh, as I say, I cannot put this down at the moment. And let's get them all out, all my bits and bobs out. Now, I am doing the vanilla latte socks for these downstairs. So, but there is a bit of an issue, as I was notified by a lovely Margaret. Hi Margaret, a couple of weeks ago when I mentioned this pattern. It is still on Ravelry, but when you click into it, you can't print it off. But it is a free pattern. But if you Google it, there is something that comes up where you have to go through a couple. But there is one there that will come up with the picture, this picture you need. And that one you can either screenshot it or you can print it from there. So hopefully, because I have done this, you know, I've had this pattern for years. I have made so many of these because it's such an easy pattern. But what I like about it is she gives you 3 different heel flaps and a choice, and also a choice, I think it's 2 or 3 different toes. So, you know what I mean, it is worth getting if you can get hold of it. So last night I finished, oh gosh, There we go. I finished the second leg. I am absolutely loving these. I really am. In my pumpkin. So that, oh yeah, and then what I'm going to use, because on this one I have actually started to put the first heel in, and I'm using this green. It's not quite to colour that. This is more of an olivey green, really, bit lighter than that, and it's Regia silk. And the grey I have, yes I have, is also a Regia premium silk. So 4-ply, 100 grams. So they're both Regias, and honestly they are just so nice to work with. What I am going to do though, normally I will do the rib pattern all the way down, but with it being clean, I don't bother, to be honest. So get this far and then I just do a plain foot, so that they'll soon fly off once I get these heels and that out of the way. So I've got my little pumpkin on there, and oh, they must be downstairs. Let me show you on this one. So on this one I've got a green pumpkin and these little stoppers, and as you know, you can get those from worx. I've got 4 pairs of these now, different colours to match me pumpkins. And so I wonder where my other one, oh, they must be in here somewhere, or they might say they might be downstairs with my other ones. Or have I put them in my tin? No, I haven't put them in my tin. No, they must be downstairs, my other ones. And yeah, but what I have done is, normally I do a 2.5 needle 68 stitches, where this pattern is written, it's only got 3 different sizes, and it's got let's check. It's done on 2.25 needles, and it's got 56, 64, 72. Oh, I tell you what, no, actually, yeah, she has done hers on 2.25. So because I've gone down a size on the needle, I've gone up to the 72 basically, and it works out the same. So yeah, and that's the only pattern I seem to do these on, actually. So, but I think that green is just going to look so nice there, and I'm going to do the green toe as well. But as I said, I will just do a plain grey knit foot. So fingers crossed, because at the moment I can't put these down. I might have them finished, because I could whip up a pair of socks in less than a week when I actually got my mojo going. So hopefully I'll have these finished off the needles. So you're going to laugh at this. I've just realised, of course, my stoppers are on the ends of my circulars, which are tucked inside. Don't say a word. It is Monday. It is Monday. Oh dear. So yeah, and then I want to get a pair for Rebecca. She's got her Christmas socks for her Christmas present, and then I also try and do her ones for her birthday, which is January, just after Christmas really, or the beginning of January. So I'm hoping, because I got some onion yarn when I got this grey gifted, I got some onion yarn gifted, and I love that onion yarn, and that's pink, and she loves the colour pink. So, and if you remember, I brought the mosaic knitting book for that Christine Perry did with West Yorkshire Spinners. So I'm hoping to put another colour with it, because I'm sure, I know I've got some onion yarn somewhere to put with it, and then I will just see what I can do there, and perhaps start hers, as I say, because then, and then I will do them, have them ones as a concentrating sock, and then I will have just a vanilla or an easy pattern, because I've got I fancy doing the Hermione. I haven't done the Hermione socks for absolutely ages. I've done the prairie socks, but not the Hermione, because it's prairie socks, Hermione socks, they're all free patterns. So the Hermione socks I think I'm going to be doing, so I might actually do the Hermione socks with the onion yarn, because that really is a lovely little pattern to do for something quick, and then perhaps do the mosaic ones over Christmas or something like that. I'll see what happens. I will see what happens. But now my sock mojo has come back, there's nothing stopping me. I just literally want to knit on my socks. So that is all the crafting. As I say, all the crafting. I think I've done pretty well this week, actually, with finishing and starting and nearly finishing a pair of socks and so on. So yeah, so what have we got? Right, here we go. Here's the naughty. The naughties. What I did do is, because I have been doing my cross stitch, we're holding it in the hand, and I know I've got the big floor stands and all that and the other, but it's storing them when they're out. So, and I had, let's get this one out, this that you actually clamp onto your table or a work surface of some description, but it comes with the rod thing that you have to buy the hoops that are all attached. And I thought, no, because I love my hoops, my square hoops that I use now. Oh, they're just so nice to work with. So I invested in the week in one of these where you can actually put your hoops in. As I say, and it all fits in there. So basically it goes like that, and you put it to the height you want, put that on your counter. Let's get that the right way around. There you go. Put that on your counter, and then you've got your two hands, so you can go up and down, and it is quicker. It is quicker. You know, there's no doubt about it. So, yep, I have been doing that, which is very nice. I can fit it up here, but it's a bit unsociable, really. So when I fancy doing some cross stitch when I'm downstairs with Glenn or watching the telly or something like that, I either go on the dining room table, or I've got one of those lap trays with the polystyrene bit at the bottom, and it actually fits on there, and you can do it. So I've managed to find a way of doing it. But yeah, so that was a naughty. But in my opinion, it's a practical naughty, if there is such a thing. Also, all you sock lovers will know that West Yorkshire Spinners have launched this year's Christmas yarn. I have collected every one of these ever since they started doing it. But this one I had to get. And it is called Gingerbread. Oh my word. So, yes, I caved. And I had to get it. What's that there? Oh, it's a bit of the... What's it? I had to get it. When you actually see it knitted up, obviously it's a striped, and it's like the gingerbread, and then like the red, green, green, white, red, white in stripe as well. Oh, I love it. So it is their West Yorkshire signature 4-ply, and it has got the name on there. Gingerbread. Can you see? There we go. Gingerbread 1109. I'm so happy. Mind you, I haven't knitted the last 2 years. So, because that was last year was the vintage fairy lights. I can't remember what the one before that was. I don't know if that was just the fairy lights, but oh my gosh, I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna have a look in stash, because I will be doing a heel and a toe. I might even do a cuff as well. And I think I have some of that green. But, oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. And also, so that's really the only pleasure craft, if there's ever such a thing. Oh, dear me. But when I went to pick up my Rebecca on Saturday from work, just right opposite where she works and down a bit, there is a Starbucks, and I'd seen someone on Instagram say in the UK, because every time I see something come up that's pumpkin, I check on the UK if it's in the UK or not, and Starbucks are doing a pumpkin spice cookie. Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. And I said to Rebecca, I said, can we just go in there so I can get me pumpkin spice cookie? And then I was thirsty anyway, so we got a lemon tea, iced tea as well. And I saved the cookie until after dinner when I got home. But I see these on the shelf. Pumpkins! So that is my up here while I'm working cup. But I'm putting cold drink in it, not hot. It had to be done, didn't it? It just had to be done. So it's all about the pumpkins this week. All about the pumpkins. Right then, okay, so I better go, because I'm staying up here because I've got some work to do this morning. and get some sewing done. So I've got all prepared, everything's all out there ready to go. Yep, so I've got a lot of cutting to do. So lovely. I don't mind the cutting, it's fine, but I do, obviously, you know, the sewing. I just love it when they all come together. Okay then, right, so I'm going to disappear. So I might be back at the end of the week. Fingers crossed on the weather here, but I have got something I've been invited to that I am so excited to. Oh, I can't wait. Anyway, I ain't saying no more because I always seem to put the dampers on everything when I mention anything on here. So I ain't doing it this week because I'm so excited. Oh, anyway, okay then, right. So I am going to disappear and I'll be back next Monday as always. So please take care, stay safe and happy crafting. Bye.